Boys is getting quiet. Go on and get crunk. Head back to Longview, Kelly popping trunk. I ain't even tripping. Riding and I'm sipping. Let me come through, 4-4, steady tipping. On that new lap. Watch the trunk crack. Let me sit sideways, CB running back. Maybe AP, maybe AD. I ain't even tripping cause we some athletes. Messing with Smitty in the summertime. He get pissed if we don't make our time. But we gon' get it, cause we gotta finish. Nebraska Horn Hustlers, man, we diminished. Put them boys little, paint like a skittle. I ain't even tripping, I ain't never double dribble. Cause I'm a player from the Himalaya. Let me sit sideways, man. Maybe back door, maybe fall off. Sipping codeine cause I gotta kill a cough. Let me sit sideways in the big Benz. Oh, you boys, they my brothers, they my friends.
All right. Welcome into FullbackU. And man, I always say it's gonna be an amazing pod, but this one I can feel. This is my younger brother, Moe Dampeer. Big Mo, how you feeling, dog?
I'm good, man. I'm good. What about you?
Man, I'm coolin', man. I appreciate your support on the pod. You hit me up every once in a while at random. I apologize. I've waited this long to have. Hey, let's get real, get right to it, man. You were one of Bob's biggest recruits, dog. Literally, hell, you was big and big time. So, let's just start off with that, bro. How big was you, growing up? Goodness gracious.
I mean, I was always the biggest kid, So when we played against kids, I had to always either guard the biggest guy or play with the biggest guy. So I took a few little ass whoopings early, but just like down there, man, eventually that ain't gonna last too long. So I started figuring stuff out, man. And I was always the biggest guy of the crew and the youngest guy of the crew. So it's kind of weird, but it's always played the big boys. So yeah, I've been pretty big, man. Been Big Mo my whole life, man. So
now that everybody's gonna think, he's just a center in basketball. But let me just tell you, man, this dude that handles like a point guard. My man could drop step dunk like it was easy. I could go on and on about his game, but talk about your upbringing in Illinois, man. We're gonna get into recruiting and all that, but just let me know how big basketball was on you and just how you.
If I was 6'8", man, I never played football. I don't think. Back at home, man, everybody either played basketball. I mean, everybody. Some people, we all played football, but Illinois is a basketball state, so. We never thought about going to state or making playoffs, stuff like that. When we was kids, man, we just wanted to be in the gym. And so I think, but me being in the gym is what gave me my nimbleness and quick feet and being light on my feet in football. Because if I couldn't run in basketball, I couldn't play. So, and wasn't no real big man. We'd be like 6'4", 6'5" with them guards. So, I had to run with them guys, and then I don't know, man. I just figured a way to do certain things, and it just went my way, I guess.
That's real. I mentioned you hooping up, and I'm gonna get back into your recruiting, but I've always been intrigued of the guys who were good at basketball, who they thought on the team was good at basketball. So, who was your guys on the team that you thought could hoop?
I'll never forget it. First time we went to the Rucker. Rank.
The ball hogging ass Rank.
I said, man, this dude don't pass the ball. I said, hey, man, pass the ball. He said, man, if you ain't hot, keep shooting. And if you keep shooting, he said, wait, shoot till you get hot. And if you ain't hot, keep shooting. And he lived that.
That's not right.
He lived that. Zach was nice.
Yes.
Zach was nice. B Pool, he could bounce.
Man.
I never forget Clint tried to dunk on me one time. He was nice.
I was there.
Yeah. So you can hoop a little bit. Everybody was athletes.
I was all right. Yeah.
We all was athletes.
Hey, from a guy coming from Illinois, just telling me I could hoop. I thank you, brother. It means a lot.
Nice up here.
It means a lot.
You was solid though. You had this.
Yeah, exactly. And like I told the guys on the last one, I gained a little too much weight, 40 pounds between my sophomore and junior year. My free throws went from Steph to Shaq. They went the wrong way. So it was tough on me, man. But speaking of recruiting, back to high school, man, YOU, you had every offer in the country. We knew everybody who you were. I think it came down to us in Illinois. It
was you guys, Illinois, USC, and Tennessee, and Tennessee was it, but they fired Mike Berry and didn't tell me. So I'm like, man, how could they fire somebody? You know, and then it's like I left them. Then it was USC, but 20-some hours away from the crib, man. It just went out. I couldn't see that. So I left them. So now it's just OU in Illinois. And I lost a lot in high school. And we had one good year my junior year. We were like 8-3, ranked like top 10 in the state. A couple of my boys went D1 before me. That was in the class before me. And shout out to them guys because that's who really showed me how to be a real dog on the field. Like they was like, we're gonna get these workouts in and different things like that. And then we always won, and we were pretty good in basketball. So it's like, man, when I went to Illinois, that's where I was gonna go. And I never forget, little Q Griffin was on TV, and you guys were playing, I think, Colorado in the Big 12 championship the year before I came. And he balling, and they like they seeing superstars. So I'm like, damn. You know, if y'all looking at them like that, and that's where I'm supposed to be, I can't come here. You know, there's no way I can be here. I can't be here looking at other men like they're gods. You know, because I guarantee you Oklahoma ain't going to look at Illinois like they're gods or anybody else.
Facts.
And it showed when I got down there, you know, y'all was dogs, man. You know what I mean? I was surrounded by goons, man. You guys like whoop my ass, but then be like, all right, man, come on back over here and let's, you know, figure it out. And Illinois just didn't have that. And that was a deciding factor, man. And so I was hollering at Bob. And then another thing, Ron Zook, I said, well, if you come to my house, man, I'll sign today. This punk, you know what I mean? He comes to the school. Bob comes in a snowstorm on a small jet plane in a snowstorm to see my mom and sit in the front room. You sold me. It's over with. So if you can do that, man, then you really want me. Whether, you know, and things happened when I got there, but he wanted me. Yeah, he wanted me. So that's how I felt. Like, you know, in a snowstorm, you said, ate my mom food, whether you liked it or not. You accompanied my family. You talked to everybody. You weren't on a high horse. So shit. I was like, hey, that's where I need to be. I need to be with him and Jackie. Right. So that's why, you know, it took me a while because I really wanted Illinois to come to my house. So I didn't sign on signing day. I signed a couple of days after, and they never came. So I said, you know, I'm just gonna stick with OU and be a Sooner.
Ron Zook needs a barbershop TikTok. I like your cut, G, slapped to the back of the damn head.
Man, because he had me, man. I love the D-line coach. All he had to do literally was come to my mom's house. He could have walked in and walked out, man. Just because that was my dog, that was my heart, my mother, and my father.
I believe it.
So well, you gotta show that respect, though. You have to. You can go to school and see my principal. Not my principal. Go see my mom.
So real. I hate to even bring it in this way, but there's very few people that I would say this about. I mentioned that you were a top recruit. That's fine. But from what I saw from Moe Dampeer, even though we molded you a lot, Mo, where I think Ron should be slapped in the head was that he didn't mold you at Illinois. And here's why. Because when Big Mo came to the Big Mo that came to OU, he had to sit. It's unfortunate. And I'm going to get into why I think he had to sit. Because Schmitty was extra hard on him, because Coach Ship was extra hard on him. We're going to get into all that. I mean, it was fucking ridiculous for what they did to Big Mo. It was wild, yeah. But I say all those things to say that, Mo, you would have went to somewhere else and played immediately. You would have been everything to that defense. You would have been forced into those spots early. And I hate to think that we took away from your success, but my brother, I'm so fucking proud that you did come to us, that you fought through everything that you did fight through, and that you became the player. I still remember seeing you trot out to K-State, and I was, in Manhattan, and I'm like, it's going down. They got Big Mo in the game, you know? But just talk about, like, you know, like I said, just, do you have any regrets? Do you have
only thing I regret, and is that I let y'all down.
Nah, hell no.
And listen to me, and this is what I mean by that. I'll never forget when Vince went up to Bob and he's like, man, we need Mo, you know, and I got to come to Kansas State and I got that opportunity. And I feel like when I left, I just left. I should have came and hollered at the guys who led me, like, and then seriously, you, Vince, Jamal, then on the defensive side, Bobo, you know, them type of guys, Straight, even though he was gone, Book, you know, them guys who like I said, you guys taught me a lot. and I just left. I think I didn't know. I was 19. If I was 38, I'd stay another year, just hit the league. Because, you know what I mean? I just would have left as a redshirt sophomore, hopefully get picked up in the draft. But I didn't know. So sometimes I do regret, but I think about, if I didn't come to Oklahoma, what would I have done, and this and that. But life, that's what life is about. So I just take my story now, man, and use my wisdom and give it to these shorties, man, and let them understand, like you can be that guy. You know what I mean? You're going to go through some ups and downs. The shit going to get wild. It's going to get funky. But, if you stick it out, I think you'll be all right. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to say I regret it necessarily. I just wish I could go back and just tweak a thing or two. You know what I mean? But OU taught me, Jackie, even though we butt heads a lot, he taught me a whole different meaning of the game. He showed me how to do a lot of shit on that D-line, man.
I want to get in the way more of that. I'd love to hear.
Yeah, he taught me a lot of shit on that D-line. So me and Bob never, saw eye to eye. I love him because he gave me an opportunity. But, we never saw eye to eye. And Smitty, I just think we just didn't click. But I knew now at 38, at 35, I know what direction he was trying to get me to. Mm-hmm. I just think he came at me around the 19-year-old, 18-year-old, 20-year-old Moe. You can't talk to me like that. You know what I mean? That's how I felt. So
even beyond that, Mo, I mean, you had to know, because these are conversations that we had as upperclassmen, is that you were a bigger guy. We have to cut you down, and if we're having to cut you down in weight, we have to give you time to progress. And Schmitty, I love Schmitty to death. He's not giving nobody no time back then. He's not giving nobody no time. I mean, you got to lose that weight today. I mean, if you don't lose it today, tomorrow we're gonna work on it tomorrow. It's an hour on Stairmat. I mean, they were waiting on you at the door in ways. In the meeting room, it was put on you in certain ways. I go back to, man, I'm thankful that you had a chance to develop around those guys, but I also just hated seeing talk about just the weight struggles, man. That shit was hard, dude.
I never
hard. He didn't change no times for you. That's what I was gonna say.
I never was a big guy. So when I came to OU, it was about 280, 290, and they wanted me to play the 3 technique. In high school, I played in. Kind of like what's the dude from Dallas? The dude that talks down with the LSU we played against. I forgot his name, but I was always a bigger end.
Oh, okay. Not Spears.
Yeah, Spears. So you see Spears, he about 280, 290, but he playing in. He ain't playing D-line.
Right.
But he would move him down, and that's how I was in high school. So when I got to OU, it was like 3 technique. I'm like, okay, cool. You're the next Tommy Harris. So then it was like, damn, he can take a double team. Let's beef him up and let's squeeze him on the inside. So at that time, I was like 315, 320. I ain't never been that goddamn big. I ain't never played in 300 pounds. So it's like, now we like, oh, well, let's cut that weight again. Now, how the hell are you going to train me then you want me to cut the weight? It's like, so I was playing nose. Shit, you see Carl was 260 getting pushed around in nose. I can't play nose in no 280.
It's real.
I'm fucking with Davin. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, that's real.
You got Davin crash blocking you.
Let them know, Mo. Let them know.
You got to put that ass on it. And then the crazy part is I got stronger and I stayed quick. I just wasn't as fast. So it's like he wants me to be this fast kid.
That makes sense.
That's my game has changed. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I did what I was supposed to do. But I'm not no sprinter. I'm not gonna do certain things. And it's like I don't mind being held at accountability of everybody else. You know what I mean? But at the same time, dog, you're doing it the wrong way, man.
Well, I want everybody to know
you. And a lot of that shit is on Moe too, though.
Oh, but you went above and beyond, though, brother. I was just gonna say you went above and beyond. You sacrificed a lot for people that think you just left and that shit wasn't just one day. I mean, this was Big Moe was working his ass off all day, every day. And I want to talk to you, somebody else that worked you, Coach Ship. What was your relationship like with him through recruiting and at OU?
Recruiting was cool. The thing I liked about Ship is he sold OU. You know what I mean? But I think he genuinely sold OU because he's from OU. And I never forget, he never came to none football. He said, I know you can play, but what you gonna do? Then we had a basketball workout.
Yeah.
And he see me running sprints, he see me dunking. He's like, if you can have that type of energy for another game that you know you're not gonna be the man in, quote unquote, then I want you. And when I got to OU, he taught me some shit. Like this motherfucker had me beating at one point in time I could handle Davin and Jamal on a double team. You know what I mean? I could handle Wes and Kelvin on a double team. I could handle double teams wasn't shit to me no more. I was splitting them. I was like sliding through. I was recognizing things. He taught me some different stuff. He taught me how to use my hands, how to get off the ball. But at times, I think what he had on a personal level, he brought it to me and brought the personal level to me. And one thing about me, and I just wasn't no bitch. So I wasn't never really backing down from it. And I think at times he went so far, but he don't understand that I'm willing to go just as far as he's wanted. And then some, you was there, it ended up being a little rumble. You know what I mean? I had to do what I had to do, and I'm not happy for that. But shit, hey, y'all, I mean, you know how I got down, man. I didn't bother nobody.
That's real.
You know what I mean? But I'm with whatever, you know, and I love Jackie. I still talk to him to this day. The only thing I wish I could ask him is, and no disrespect, how do you play Carl before you play me? You know what I mean? I'm dominating.
You think it was a mind game? You think it was?
Yeah, I think they were trying to prove a point. But proving a point it's gonna put us in the predicament we was in. Now USC got 200 yards in the first half. Now you trying to play me? Your point ain't being proved. You know what I mean? When you watch the film, I get in the game, it's an automatic double team. Everything changes. You got Lance and these guys asking me to play. You playing somebody else. And no disrespect.
There was a lot of you're right. Everybody was though, Mo. I mean, shit.
No disrespect to that guy either. Carl, good guy, man. No disrespect, but it's like, come on, dog. You ain't recruit me to come in here and pass out waters and hang out. You didn't recruit me to just be number 74 on the sideline and sign autograph. That's what the hell you recruited me for. You recruited me to be a ball player. So that's the shit I didn't understand about the red shirt shit. That didn't fathom with me because we played Oregon my first year there. And then they said, we're saving him. He's a red shirt. What the fuck is a red shirt? I didn't even know what it was. They explained it to me on Tuesday. I'm like, are you serious? Like, all I'm here to do is practice. So you tell me I got to practice. So that's it. But then you keep me, and the only people I practice against is Jamal, Davin, you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm with the big dogs, Bubba Moses. I'm with the big dogs. I don't even play Monday Night Football no more. I'm with the big dogs.
Right.
But you telling me I travel, I do everything, but I can't play. And I'm 18. What the hell do you expect from me, man? What do you expect from me? Then I just should have been on the field.
Absolutely. There was
now you go to OU, they just throw people on the field whether you good or whether you ready or not. Oh my God, bro.
Whether you make some times. No, we got to. What's your feelings? I mean, is the defense the
That's
same?
bullshit.
What's up with it?
That's bull. And I applaud Riley for that because he's giving these kids a chance, man. He's telling you that's gonna make you want to come here, man. If I know I'm 18 and he's 25, but I'm better than him or I fit the criteria, you get a shot.
That's real.
So, if I know I'm getting a shot, I'm on my way. All right? Now it's on Mo. And if Mo ain't ready, then I ain't ready. But you couldn't tell me I wasn't ready.
No, we was ready for you. We was ready for you. Does Big Mo catch every game?
Huh?
You catch every game?
I don't because of where I'm at. You know what I mean? Now I went ahead and paid for the thing where I can watch all the games now. The Big Steve, Tristan, them, hey man, what's going on in the game? And I can't know what the hell going on because the only thing they showing is in Big Ten area.
Right.
I'm still in Big Ten country. So that's all I get to see. I get to see a little highlights here and there. So it's like I can't even tell you who plays what or what plays who. But I just know there's a lot of young guys out there getting in,
man. Let everybody know what you're up to now.
Oh, man, right now I'm the market lead director at a cell phone company out in Walmart. I'm over 5 stores. So doing all right, man. I think I want to go back and get my degree, man, and try to, I got my own AAU team. Me and my homeboy, we co-own that. I still coach the youth. And now I'm with St. Teresa High School, coaching D-line for high school. So, man, just trying to get back to these shorties, man. Let them know you can live that dream if this is what you really want to do.
No doubt. I got to put you on the spot, Big Mo. Can you still?
That's
dunk?
cool.
Can you still dunk?
Hell no.
Why not?
I can touch because my knees tell me I can't.
Okay.
After I went through all that, surgery shit and with the kidneys failing and all that, some of that athleticism went with it. You know what I mean? And so it's all good though. I'm living, so I'm blessed, man.
Absolutely, glad to have you. You mentioned T. Ross and Big Steve. Who else you still talk to? Who else I need to call? Get on here.
Shit, my boy Bobo hit me the other day. That's love. That was my dog. Me and Straight talk all the time on the Instant Messenger.
That's what's up.
Holler at D-Rob. Being 6'5", Big Steve, that's my boy.
Always.
Me, T. Ross, Zoe, D. Will, Bowers, and Corey are all in the chat. So, I get to talk to them guys. I hit you up, ask you certain questions.
Man, we fam, dog. You know that. All day, every day.
Yeah. He was one of the guys that I love you because you never changed, even though when I left, I was still, you know what I mean? A lot of some people, it is what it is, and they grow. But you stay 100. I greatly appreciate that, my brother.
Man, brother, I one of my biggest compliments was when you called me. I got drafted to Chicago, and you told me I was up at your Bears, and I felt so bad, like I fucking let you down when I got cut from up there, man. I was just,
man.
But
the Bears don't make right decisions anyway. So
there you go.
We don't make too many good decisions.
There you go. We said it on the last pod. Can you verify? Everybody, and it's the intro to ours is the Malcolm Kelly freestyle, but me and T. Ross said that Big Steve was freestyling way, before Malcolm got there. Is that how it went down?
Big Steve is straight. Straight can go too.
Straight too.
But Big Steve was at another level though, man. He was. I ain't no Malcolm because he's nice. But that Big Steve. Nice,
I'm just saying that's where it started. Everybody
Big Steve.
Big Steve used to get it going after the game.
Remember we had that at the end of the year we used to do the little talent show type thing or whatever. And the freshman had to get up there. Big Steve, he ripped that joint, man. So 6'5", man, that's my boy right there. He the real deal when it comes to putting them words together.
Yeah, man, no doubt, man. Just talk about I know you talked a little bit about the team, man, but just talk about with the current state of OU, man. How do you feel about the program? I know you mentioned giving Riley some credit. What do you think about the D-line that's there right now? Do you see Tib working? Just let me know.
Yeah, I like what Tib doing. I think they're young. I think they're not so much young. They just got to get that. They got to go get that dog. That's one thing at OU we had. You might beat us, but you sure the hell ain't punking us,
man.
You know what I mean? Like that stuff in the they showed when I was watching at Texas, and that they pulled that stunt in the hallway area right before we come out, and that guy did what he did when he bumped. Shit, we all would have been suspended because he'd got his ass whooped then some.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the part that they're missing. That's that shit you can't teach. That's that Tommy Harris, Bobo, and Dusty. You know what I mean? And if you ain't got it in you, man, Dan Cody and that shit a little different in you, man. And even JJ, he was a smooth guy, but when it's time to get funky, man, shit got real funky. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing I think they're missing. I think they skill-wise, they're nice. But it comes to a point in time when you can't be bullied. You got to be the bully. And football is that sport. You got to be – the D-line got to be the ugliest and meanest, and them in the O-line, you just got to be mean. I remember watching even you, I'd be like, God damn, just coming down and you just y'all five and them five and then you coming and then man, he just coming out smacking dudes. Even Bubba Mose, even when he worried about catching the ball, just smacking dudes. So that made us on the D line got to even go harder because shit, you run on that right side, you got Dalvin, you got Jamal, and then you got you kicking out. I mean, shit, you better come with it.
Real.
That's gonna be a long ass whooping. Then you got AD and Keywan running down your throat.
Real.
So it's like, man,
expand on what practice was like. What was inside like?
Practice was like the Super Bowl. Practice was the Super Bowl.
That's real.
Because I'm telling you right now, man, when it got funky, it got funky.
That's real.
When it got funky,
the coaches,
and the thing was, bro, that's why I talk. That's why I talk about that dog. That's why I talk about that dog. Because you can't turn around and look at you, Jamal, and tell me I got my ass up. I can't look at Book and Clint, and then You got Lance and them guys, Posse. You can't turn around and look at them guys and say, man, yeah, man, I'm trying. No, ain't no try. Figure that shit out now. And if we got to knuckle up, we got to knuckle up. We going to love each other in the locker room.
Yeah.
But these 2.5 hours, you red, I'm white.
Give me some,
you know what I mean?
Give me some X's and O's. What'd you learn from, we'll end it with that. What'd you learn coming out of high school to college? In high school, was it just, hey, bull rush, get back there, take on the double team, split it?
High school, it was dance. High school was all about being a dancer. It's about if I can make you buzz this way, I know I can get back this way. College was hands and technique because everybody can move. Vince had 2 bad knees and was the best center in college football. If he got one good knee, he's in the NFL for the rest of his life. You know what I mean? So it's like it was technique. You can make a great move, and somebody like Wes, all they got to do is grab you, and all that shit stops because he's so strong. We ain't talking about Dalvin and Jamal, the dark side. That shit was scary.
So
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you got, like I said, guys like you in the backfield. So it's like it was more technique and discipline. You know what I mean? You may not get back here, but the time that you get back there, you have to use what you have to use. You have to have quick feet, good hands, great eyesight, understanding of the game. You know what I mean? Knowing what shit's going and where it's not going, where it's trying to go and where it's wanting to go. So that's the thing that changed in college. Is like I actually learned to play the game instead of just putting on the helmet and just being better. All I got to do in high school, I just got to be better than you. You know what I mean? In college, I had to know more than you and also be better than you because, schemes were different. Man. Everybody wasn't running everything. You got guys like Baylor who come down your neck. You got Oklahoma State. They was running that. I forgot they had that All-American running back. They were pounding the ball. Yep. So it's like they had so much shit. Yeah, you had to understand. You know what I mean? Then you go Texas Tech. It's 10 wide. Hell. Yeah. It's like they got tired of throwing the goddamn ball.
No, that's real.
So it's like, you just had to understand the game. So that's what I like about it.
We got to talk about it. I'll let you think on a funny Schmitty story. I noticed it was in, but we got to think of a funny Schmitty story. And then I want to hear about your recruiting class. I mentioned that you were one of the big time guys, but just talk about, some of the guys you came in with and all that.
Oh, we the best Bob ever had.
Okay.
No disrespect.
I get it.
We were the best and the worst.
Okay.
You had me, K, Mario.
Oh man.
If you give us the Joker, if not, it's cool.
Yeah.
You had Ross, Big Steve, Zoe. We had Lil Goop. You had D. Will, Carl, Zimmerman, if he stayed.
Real.
Brandon Walker, he committed and decommitted like 10 times. So I forgot where he ended up going.
Idio.
Then we had T. Grady, 6'8", slinging that motherfucker. So,
G-Rap.
Yeah. Then we had the running back, the one ended up going to Tulsa. Courtney Tennille. He was a horse.
Courtney was good, man.
Then you got T. Choice, man. Shit, he leave and go to Georgia Tech. He gets drafted.
Yeah.
I mean, he don't hurt his hamstring. I don't know if AD gets in there just as quick as he did. You know what I mean? So
real. So
we had a nice class, man. I think what hurt us was we had a lot of readies, and they didn't let us play.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you came to a team that year, the sophomore year that was high scoring offense and all this, blah 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 blah, and the defense was crazy and all these draft picks and award winners and all this and that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Funny Schmitty story, but yeah, you're right. I mean, there was just so many guys that could have played early.
Funny Schmitty story. I don't know. We didn't have no funny ones here. Man, that motherfucker was like fucking Ali and Frazier, Tyson down Hollifield. I just know that Schmitty, when that motherfucker said, boy,
hand down, go.
He would tell me, you got work out at 5:30. I said, what?
Oh, yes, you do.
Then you got breakfast at 9. I don't give a damn what time you got class. You got lunch at 11:30. So I would get in trouble for missing class because I'll be there with fucking Schmitty eating lettuce and turkey. I said, oh, coach, this is what I got to eat? He ain't there eating this big-ass steak and shit. You gonna be good. Yeah, dog. Come on, big dog. Big dog. Come on, big dog. You want to get another one, big dog? I'm like, what? You serious? He's like, come on, big dog. Get another one. I'm like, man, coach, come on, man. I can't eat no damn lettuce and turkey. Soon as I leave that motherfucker, man, Big C, you order that pizza and shit, I'm on my way. Fuck that.
I remember that because Coach Ship came over your house and found the pizza boxes.
Everywhere. I'm talking about then, him and so Smitty and Ship, I go miss it on their ass. I was like, fuck that. Y'all got to see me at 3:30, man. I'm not doing shit else. Then I'll be they don't even see me. Big Steve, where's Moe at? I don't know. He be calling my phone. I was like, fuck that, I'm out. I can't do it.
He came over there?
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't answer the door. I mean, are you a better
man? After a while, I was like, fuck it, man. I'm tired of this shit. Then they seen Levy big ass over there. He just knocking for hours and shit. Like, man, I'm just like, fuck it, man.
Levy. Oh, man. Classic. I remember that because me and Levy was roommates at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, that is classic, dog. I remember he told us all that. We was like, oh, yeah. Mo.
Yeah, man.
But again, man, I got to go back to Mo. You sacrificed a lot, brother. You skipped over your home state to come. You skipped over playing time to come sacrifice for tradition, bro. That's what the fans need to hear. What you heard was Bob and those guys wanted you so bad. They tricked you off. I ain't gonna lie to you. You should have played earlier. If that's right now, Mo, you have a package in every game, second series, every other series type shit. Yeah. I mean, that's just what it is, bro. But it was different back then. It was different with Smitty. It was different with shit. It was different with playing time. That shit was different. It was different.
I think another thing is they knew that we were going to win regardless. So it was like, man, we gonna win. We don't need to. We don't have to play them. You know what I mean? Like now they gotta get through these guys, some of them guys in there. Back then you didn't have to. I mean, you got motherfucking Jay White leading the offense. Y'all scoring 50, 40, 60s. I mean, this shit was ridiculous. You got, like I said, on defense. Hell, that year I first got here, if Lance don't get hurt, you got Lance, Teddy, Pasha, Straight, Book, Tommy, Dusty, DC, JJ, Perk. You know what I mean? You got then Dante come in. Whew. I mean, God damn, dog.
It was hard.
You still got motherfuckers like Mike T and Matty there, still there. So, I mean, I understood. But I didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. You know what I mean? I see why, because you don't have to. I mean, you got Corey Klein, who started in the national championship. He's a backup.
Yeah.
So it's like, it wasn't like we wasn't deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I just felt like I should have been out there. You know what I mean? I should have been out there. But, it's all good, man. I got to meet some of the best men in my life, man. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. And OU taught me different, man. OU's just different, man. I mean, it's a lot of places you can go. That's all that shit cool and all that. But that man, I mean, I tell people all the time, man, when I used to hear that where my dog's at the tunnel, it just was sending chills to your spine, man. It's like shit was different. You know what I mean? And you got these young guys, hell, even Clemson said, I don't know if BB took it over there with him or what, but it's like the stuff that OU did, bro, at that time in that early 2000s. We may not win too many rings as far as national championships, but I think we were the epitome of what college football was.
Real.
We were real, dog. We were like the real deal, man. I mean, and that's just something, man. I go to my grave, and that's the part why I say I'll never regret it. Because the shit I got to do down there and the people I got to play with, man, like it's beyond measures, man. Like that, like I tell, man, like I said, practice was like the Super Bowl. Like we was like ready to get it. Nobody wanted to be there, because it's hot as hell and you ain't ready to go home. But shit, when that shit turned up, man, some people couldn't even get out there, man. They had to stay on the sideline. You know what I mean? Because it went there. Man, so
the brotherhood, dog. Some of the best times of my life were just sitting around a living room bullshitting whether Illinois football was as good as Oklahoma, whether Texas could beat such and such, and I mean, just dude, irreplaceable moments, irreplaceable bonds. Just honored to call you a brother, dog. Just man, but let's do this again. We got to get. I told everybody to get Big Steve on. We're gonna try and get him a little freestyle or something.
Okay,
everybody, we can debate about y'all's class being the best or not, because we've heard that from several. No offense, but there's been others that have said class. So we might have to come on and have a little debate about that.
Oh, no doubt, man. I appreciate you having me, man. Sometimes, man, we live in life, and people don't give you a chance to express the things you need to express.
Big
You
Mo
know,
needs a voice.
the paper said what they said, the radio said what they said. One thing about me is, man, I took full responsibility of what I've done.
Real.
But I will never, ever take responsibility for the shit I didn't do. And it all ain't Mo. Mo got a lot to do with it, but it all wasn't Mo. And I appreciate you giving me this chance, man. And I just wish that any young person that sees this, don't give up, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's the only thing I do regret is I feel like I quit. Don't give up. You know, go to your captain or go to your boy, not your roommate. Sometimes go to that old vet, your father, your uncle, hell, the coach that you can talk to. Go to them and figure it out. You know, and if you do mind to make a move, make a move. You know what I'm saying? But figure it out. You know what I mean? Thanks for giving me this chance, man. It means a lot, bro.
Man, you mean a lot to me, brother. Shout out to you, dog. It's going to be a great episode.
No doubt.
Fans going to love this, man. Appreciate your time.
Boomer sooner, baby.
Yes, sir. Fullback you.
Yep.
Peace.